Hey Worcester, it's Tracy Novick. We have a school committee meeting on Thursday, and this time I'm going to do two videos because we have a $15.5 million budget cut on the agenda, and I think that probably deserves its own video. That is not this video, though. This video is about everything else on the agenda. So the first thing that's on the agenda is, for those of you who have been following the Instagram account, Racism Free WPS, they issued a 9-point petition which went to the school committee. That is the first item on the agenda. Petitioners are invited to address the committee on the topic of their petition, so that will be happening. The meeting starts at 5. Point of procedure, just so folks know, the committee does not address petitions from the public at the meeting at which they're presented. That's actually designed to preserve the public's right to know. Someone can come in and present a petition, and it can be presented kind of vaguely and then ask for something specific. And if the committee voted on the spot, then nobody else would be able to have anything to say about it. So in order to prevent that from happening as sort of an open meeting law procedure, that we will not be addressing the petitions on Thursday. So please don't think that that's in any way a commentary, because it really isn't. It's written right into our rules. It will go to subcommittee or to the administration, depending on the will of the committee. So that is on there for Thursday as the first item on the agenda. There's a number of items that are coming back that have to do with back to school, things like kindergarten registration, IEPs, a bunch of those things, so a bunch of responses from the administration. There's a number of prior year fiscal payments, a couple of grants. There is probably the second thing that's going to get maybe most of the attention is the vote on athletics. Because we are a district that is fully remote for high school for the start of the year, that is subject to school committee vote, so long as we don't become a city that is marked red on the state map. Being red on the state map automatically cancels athletics. So assuming things don't change on Wednesday, which is when the next map comes out, that will be voted on Thursday as well. There also are a bunch of several policies on there, most of which have to do with remote learning. There's a mask policy, there's consideration of several other policies that have to do with remote learning. The other thing that's on there is an updated Title IX policy on harassment. For those of you who may have been following this nationally, that's because Secretary DeVos at the federal level implemented a different investigation process, which puts more weight on the accused than has been in the past around things like sexual assault and sexual harassment. This would bring us into line with that federal regulation, I guess, for lack of a better word. So that's also on the agenda on Thursday. So this meeting starts at 5, and those are things that are on there. I will do another video that specifically is on the $15.5 million. I know in particular people are trying to figure out kind of what happened, why it is that we have a budget cut, so we'll make sure that that's covered as well. In the meantime, stay home if you can, stay safe, and wear a mask if you go out. And remember that early voting is now open in Worcester, so if you're registered, please get out there and vote. Thanks.